what's up, everyone? Welcome. It's been a while since us three have been on camera doing a show together. It's been quite a while. It's funny how time flies. It seems like just literally last week that we did our last show of season three of Power Book 2. And we were wondering when all these shows was coming back on and this, that, and the third. And August 4th got here so fast. And this season of The Shy, season six is filled with 16 episodes, and 16 episodes is going to run into our power reviews as well. So we're anticipating being here each week going forward. And we know that it's going to be busy time. We don't even actually know exactly what day we're going to do our review shows right now, but we're going to work it out and be here and be here not only because this is what we love to do. And I know a lot of people like Nicole. Good evening, Nicole. Support the channel and support what we're doing with the reviews. So Keisha is here, Dwayne is here, and myself is here. Season 6 of The Shy. What's up, y'all?
Not much. What's going on?
What's going on?
I will say to y'all, I don't know if I told you this, Keisha, but you know what's amazing about this The Shy is that when it be on your mind, you know how these smartphones is, and then you go on social media, you start seeing things. And I actually been really watching a lot of clips on TikTok of certain seasons in The Shy, and I was telling Dwayne how it's amazing how these kids really grew up. We literally seen them grow up, and I'm still, and I will tell y'all, I'm still mad about the Jason Mitchell thing because to me, Jason Mitchell in The Shy, he showed a lot of his versatility as an actor, and he showed that he was really good. Hey, Crystal, and he really showed his range as an actor, and even to the point of when Sonia John left, when Brendan got killed, she told Emmitt, "Get the hell out of Chicago. Chicago don't love you." And it's just amazing how now Emmitt has gotten right in line with what Jason Mitchell was trying to do and dealing with Douda and stuff like that. So, what's up, y'all?
No, man. It's gonna be interesting. A lot more episodes than they normally do. They normally do 10. They're doing 16 this year, so I'll be interested to see how they break it up. I'm guessing 8 will be the midway point. They'll take a break and then come back.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting to see where they left, where they picked the story back up from last year.
Yeah.
Of
Keisha, how you
course,
feeling?
I'm the Debbie Downer. I think we're gonna get 4 to 6 good episodes, and the rest is gonna be trash. Uh,
Keisha, I know why you said it because they usually give us the 10 episodes and like 3 be a little tough, but they giving us 16 and it's amazing. And Dwayne called it when he said, "Don't you think it's interesting they giving us 16 episodes and they just happen to be on strike? Did they know?" And then Dwayne said to me, because we always talking behind the scenes, all three of us. Do you think this is the last season?
The 16, it leads me to believe it.
I mean, here's my thing with the Shy. I'm still mad that the cop stories was left off. The Puerto Rican cop who I guess he supported his boys in blue, but morally he didn't feel like that was the right thing. And
Right.
then the lady cop with her son being locked up. Just because they got rid of Brandon, I don't feel like they should have got. I feel like the essence of the shot, like something is missing. And I don't want to get us in trouble with the alphabet gang. So I'm just going to say, I feel like we went too far one way and lost the essence of the show. So I'm looking forward to the kids. I'm glad they're grown, they're growing up and we watch them grow up. And I feel like that's the heart of the show. So I feel like if they get back to the kids, then this will be a good season. But
Yeah,
is
senior
that
year.
really going to happen? I don't know.
Yeah, well, they got the senior year. They showing like the trailer showing them at the prom, so they may be tapping into the kids a lot this season.
Well, we all know about the rumor. Um, the rumor was that our buddy Papa may be getting killed off the show, and Dwayne did some investigating, and he definitely don't think that's going to happen now. But I want to address that because The Papa character is interesting. Shimon Brown has done an excellent job with the character. He actually, outside of Kevin, it was him. Jake really wasn't even in the show until the whole Trig and Reg thing dynamic came, and it was always Papa and Kevin really. I think that hopefully they don't decide to do this with Papa's character. I think Papa's character is very interesting. I think Papa's character can go a whole bunch of different ways with who could his mother possibly be? We know Lynn Whitfield is coming in the show. We don't, and I haven't looked up to see her role, and they
Nah,
never got to. Okay, they never got to his father and what happened with Dad. The whole Jabari thing. It's we got to remember, even with Jabari, like you want his character to grow, but at the end of the day, Tracy knows that he's the one that shot Ronnie. So
Right.
The way that the Shy does sometimes is, as Keisha always say, they throw the shit up against the wall, hoping something stick, and then us as fans, us as supporters of the Shy, will watch it and be like, okay, you went down that road and you never brought that storyline back up. Outside of Power, and I'm not comparing the two shows, Power is good for it, and they always bring those storylines back up in the Powerverse. The
Right.
Shy doesn't always do that because the Shy went down the road, like Keisha said, with Detective Toussaint and her son, him getting hurt, and basically them getting Brendan the snitch, and Brendan get killed, quote unquote, a witness or whatever he was doing, and they just phase the detectives out. And I understand with what's going on in society, you kind of don't want to. For some reason, people feel like you either got to be super pro police or super anti police instead of just having these roles like they're not human and they're not integral in a lot of people's lives. Definitely when you're in a close proximity city like Chicago and where they all live at. I mean, you would think the police would be involved in every season, but they kind of phase the
Right.
police out. So
But so this is what bothers me. Some places do have community policing, and I felt like that's was the route that they was going in this neighborhood. So now, why have they disappeared?
mm. Yeah, because Keisha, that cop, he hated Ronnie for lying. Once he found out Ronnie was lying, he worked with Ronnie, but he hated Ronnie. And then when Ronnie came home, he like had a like you said, he had a moral dilemma going on. And then it just, to me, when you look at what they did, what they were doing with the Brandon character, Jason Mitchell character, it's literally like they're so cheap and so lazy in their writing. You're doing the same thing with Emmitt. He just
Right.
don't got a food truck. He has a restaurant. And
Right.
at the end of the day, like Dwayne said this to me the other day, and I don't know if Dwayne, you want me to bring it up.
That's fine.
To me, this season is all about the character of Amon Shumpert.
Yeah.
Q is
Um,
his uncle. Douda killed his uncle. And they basically, Q and Sonny were brothers. So Emmitt swindled him out of that restaurant. So yeah, he hustle and do all the stuff with Tiff. If he get
and that
involved
would
in
have
this,
never been allowed in that type of environment. So they think we stupid.
yeah,
He
yeah.
wouldn't even attempted it
That's like
because
one of
he was
us
a kid.
swindling Miss D's.
No,
Yeah.
it would be the
Or
opposite.
John's restaurant, like we
Yeah.
trying to take it from him. Like, no, it wouldn't have even been.
Nah, if it was real, dude, I would have shut it down because he'd have shut it down.
Yeah. It just was crazy how they do this with these seasons. And I know sometimes these shows they try to separate the seasons, but really in the Shy, you're telling a long story.
It's
And you
continuation.
yeah. So I think it's the whole Emmitt thing, and we all know Emmitt is a likable character. He's one of the main characters, but you had a niche cut out for Emmitt, and now you done cut Jason Mitchell's character for Emmitt, and it's off.
Yeah.
I even
It
went so
doesn't
far
fit.
back.
It
I even went
doesn't.
so far back, you guys, when Emmitt went to um what you call his house to get her to cook. And I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
she's cooking at her house, and she got whatever she got going on. And then she comes to the restaurant, and basically, phase Lala off the show. Where is she? I mean, if she couldn't perform or be on the show because of other obligations, her character, you started bringing her in and bringing her character in. Like
So
you just
then maybe she needed to have been replaced like Jason Mitchell. Like
exactly.
they needed to have replaced Jason Mitchell, not have him die and we don't know why. Because that's essentially, it didn't look like he was snitching on nobody. And
Right.
then Lala's character was like, oh, he wasn't shit no way. Like what? So I don't even know what went on there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yep.
And even to the point that we always talk about it, and Keisha, she drives you bonkers when we mention her. What are y'all doing with Maisha? Like one season, her and Papa's supporting her, and the next season she's mad at Papa, saying he's a hater. Then the next season everything's all right. Like really, the way that they've done Maisha and even Gemma, we don't even know what to expect. Gemma serves no purpose.
I
Dwayne said
hate
it last
Gemma.
year, but now I get it. Gemma serves no purpose in this.
They
I
made
hate Gemma.
they made her too grown for her age. Made her way too grown. As far as
Yeah,
some of the other stuff,
yeah,
man.
Crystal, I'm a lot like you, and we all are
Yeah.
excited to see what the relationships and how they end up. Yeah, but it's like where y'all going? Even to the point with Trig and his situation. Like, what are y'all doing with this? Like, where we going? Dwayne mentioned before. The good thing is that we're not gonna have Otis Perry. We're gonna have Douda back,
You gotta do that.
but it's like okay, he's gonna be Douda again. Like, why did y'all try to switch him up when you made him the mayor? Like,
Yeah.
just they went down some interesting roads,
Yeah,
and
they
it
did.
was it was kind of crazy.
And it was a way for her to put herself in the series too as the person running against him.
Yeah.
But so
So,
but
so where they going
it's
with your
just
girl,
interesting.
Dwayne Tracy?
Tracy, she conflicted. She want to be on the straight and now, but she in love with Duda, who is who he is. Um, so it's interesting to see how that's going to continue to develop. Looking for it. It's weird to me. Like I think it's cool that they're gonna have the fellas come together and have different meetings and stuff like that. If you look at the trailer, it looked like Darnell is running that, which is kind of odd that they chose him. And then Jada gonna be the one talking to her friends about like relationships and marriage and stuff like that. And it's like, damn, y'all newlyweds, y'all came together messy a second time around. So now y'all giving love advice and all that. So I'm interested to see how they do that. It
And
looked like they got.
what they gonna do with Keisha mother, Dwayne and her friend?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
It's
I mean,
it's
they still gonna show Dre. I don't know how much of Dre you
Ain't
gonna see.
Dre on another show?
Right, she gonna be on Force, so I don't know how much of you gonna see of her this year, but she's still out there.
I was
I
sick of
just
Dre anyway. I'm sick of that relationship. You had one little argument and you out cheating.
Yeah,
Now, I know heterosexual relationships. I mean, I know relationships are different,
right.
but you're married, so this is a committed relationship. And one little disagreement, and somebody buy you a drink, and you drop down and get your eagle on. Um, I don't know how I felt about that.
Now I feel you.
it's kind of funny that she felt as though that Dre was cheating, but knowing Dre's relationship with Jada, you'd have known like, okay, maybe she got something going on with one of our friends because they all friends, and she never even considered that. She just decided like to step. Oh, I thought you was cheating. I stepped out. One of the things that I'm interested in. I have no reason to say what I'm about to say. I haven't seen anything. But what I would like to try to do is to have Keisha going back to school, not for the track thing, but basically getting her degree. They could do it fast. It's not like they got to wait 2 and 3 seasons, because she would be the typical person that would had a baby, realize the inner where she live in her inner circle is basically going nowhere, and be like, you know what, I got to get out of here. I need some college. I need to graduate so I can do better for myself. So it's going to be interesting the Keisha and Emmitt role and her seeing Emmitt, excuse me, have business with Douda and what she
Right.
decides the roles to play. Because at the end of the day, none of these kids, none of these actors are really what we would consider negative people. They never really been into the streets. So
I'm
even
gonna be a Debbie Downer again. I don't think they're gonna write that into the story. They're gonna write that Emmett is gonna try to be the big man and he's gonna fail because there's no positive male role models in the shot outside of Dre, and that's a woman.
so you don't think Emmitt is going to be conflicted? I think the
I,
dirty money is going to bother Emmitt.
I think Emmett's gonna be conflicted, but the focus is gonna be on the failure. Now I could be wrong, but this I just feel like, and you guys know I've been saying it from the beginning that it hasn't been any positive male role models on the show.
Sonny,
Papa's father is a preacher, and he got caught up.
Sonny was
I
the
get
only one.
Sonny,
Yeah.
but then they portray him as weak in the end
Yeah.
because it doesn't matter who his brother was. Sonny wouldn't have let Emmett get that over on him.
He would have got a baseball bat, Keisha, and broke every damn window in that
Old
shop.
school, old school. So it's no. Brandon was a good guy.
Yeah.
Brandon started dealing with Douda.
Mm.
And
You know what I mean? So it has not been any positive
no, because
male role models in the show.
because they made Emmett the lovable F up.
Mm-hmm.
Because all he do is F up. But you know what I mean?
The
Yeah.
lovable F up. Yeah.
So he the lovable F up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Do TIFF really serve a purpose? I know that it looks like her and Rob gonna try to go out and do their own thing or whatever. But I mean, it's interesting. The 16 episodes, I'm with Keisha. It worries me a little bit. I don't know if the series can hold 16 episodes because they struggle with seasons with 10 episodes. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to the kids' story. I'm looking forward to
And what do we think Trig's storyline gonna be?
Trick is going to be this community activist that's messing with Bussy all the time, and that's it. I
Oh
mean,
my God, I don't think that's appropriate.
well, I said what I said, and whoever don't like it,
watch the algorithm.
Okay. But anyway, he's going to be messing
Get
with Bussy.
away.
And unfortunately, they've made, which I find interesting with a show that would do this. The only person in the Shy that is not replaceable is Kevin. But everybody else, because their storylines are so janky, you could get rid of them. You can get rid of people, and you would think like some stories, some shows, you got the linchpin to the show. Me and Dwayne talked about Chicago Fire. How the hell could they do this without Savarai and what you call it?
Yeah.
Some shows you got those linchpin characters that have been there forever, and they hold the show together. And I think the Shy has missed the boat. You even see some of the known actors like at the end of the day, what is Common doing? You're an executive producer, like you was on one season, and they just dissed you. The actor who played Ronnie, he plays in Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah,
Now, he was such a linchpin to the Shy, you killed him off. Sonia John, you had her come on. She was doing excellent as Brandon's mother and Tuki's mother. But she just leaves and comes back, shoots Douda, and then just I don't know. And I understand, actors and contracts and things like this happen behind the scenes. But I just think that the Shy has no, like you said, Keisha, they have no male characters that strong. To me, they have no characters that are strong.
And what happened to Sonny brother? He didn't get killed, did he?
Yeah, Douda killed him.
Oh, Douda killed him later. He came back and.
But even that, Keisha, the whole purpose of bringing him back was he's an icon in the movie, in the movies for us, the black exploitation movies. We all remember him from 21 Jump Street and Cooley High as the uncle. But you bring him back and he's so exposed that Douda kill him. So now what Douda got to answer to the guy in jail now? Like, because I ain't forgot about the guy that was in jail that he had his own apartment in the jail cell. That dude I want to see. So
That he really the head of the gang.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm confused with what they're doing because even with the Braden thing, Dwayne, they made it seem like Douda and their gang was part of the gentrification that was going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
But they wasn't even, they just stopped that whole roll because the real estate people and they just stopped that whole
Yeah, they make it hard for you,
storyline.
like
That
because
left with Ronnie and the grandmother.
yep,
And it even left with Jerica, Keisha. Because you know
Mm-hmm.
real estate.
they make
Yep.
it hard because they make you think like, and they're not the only show. They make you think like you ain't see stuff before. Like Tracy just letting Bakari walk around town, ain't telling the cops that he the one that killed Ronnie. Like she saw him, so she just let him walk around town, not telling
Yeah.
anybody.
And wasn't he living with Trig for a minute? Who's
Yeah.
her bro?
That was part of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
But she said to Trig, he's the one that killed Ronnie.
Mhm.
So yeah, we know Trig ain't turning nobody in, but now what's Trig supposed to do? Like he's a community guy. They always make these community
He's
service.
supposed to handle his handle.
Exactly. See, the thing is, and I'll be honest with you guys, they went down the road with Trig with Chase and Bussy, but they really should have had Trig and Tracy together.
To
That's what
me, that's who he has the most
they got
Chemistry.
on-screen chemistry.
chemistry. They have the most chemistry.
I don't know, you guys.
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
you know, I'm gonna be the person that's gonna be positive because we got a little negative slant going on here.
Brother, wait, can I just say this before you get positive?
Okay.
Some men, once they get some, they just like jailhouse puss. I.e. Trig. Okay, Dwayne, you can go.
Okay, I'm telling you, it ain't after dark, but they take the stuff after dark. But yeah, like I said, the most important
Hold on,
thing.
Dwayne.
Oh boy.
See, the black race can't afford you no more.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, like again, I'm looking forward this season to continue to really highlight the coming of age story. We all remember how senior year of high school was important to most everybody. To most everybody, it was important, and they got to start wrapping these stories up because the three of them potentially will be going in different directions. Now, I don't know how Kev is going to afford his own apartment off that little gaming money he got. It's coming in that much that he can afford his own apartment. And then they got Jake looking like he about to start his own business. And then you don't know with Papa what they going to do with him. So it's going to be interesting to see them tell those stories. Now,
I've already got a podcast.
right. There's one character that I think is going to surprise us this season. And I think the actor Jason Weaver is going to knock it out the park. I think what they're going to do with Rashad is, I think that's going to be the character to watch.
Well,
this
from
year.
from the previews, it looked like they're gonna have Rashad kind of back in the street.
Yeah, that's why I said I think
I
he's
hope,
going to be the character to watch.
I hope he could sells it, Dwayne. I just don't want him to be up there talking about Hakuna Matata and all that other stuff. Just
Let him do a
He's
little Michael
saying
Jackson.
that at 12. Give that man a chance.
Let him do a little Michael Jackson. He'll be all right. But I think he's going to be the person that surprises us. And if I had to do a prediction, I think he the one that's going to get murdered.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's going to be him.
yeah, that's an interesting twist there.
Yeah.
So looking forward, you wait until Friday. Keisha, I know you wait.
Friday.
I'm always looking forward.
As Keisha said to me, Dwayne, on the phone, it don't start Friday. I'm watching that Thursday night as soon as it drops. And Dwayne, I know you very well. Once you get up at the time you get up, You'll be watching it while you're getting yourself
You
together.
know why though? Because when we do shows, I feel like I gotta watch it two or three times to be
Yeah, that's
able
why I
to
watched it again.
adequately
Yeah, you
give
got
give an opinion on it. So I say we do a show sometime Friday. I, y'all know I'm gonna be driving, but I should be stationary about 3 o'clock. Um, so from
Keisha,
3 to 5, y'all got me.
no, no, that's going to be tricky, Keisha, because at the end of the day, I don't know if I'm going to be working on Fridays and where I'm going to be working. And then, my whole thing is I want us to be able to, and I know
I'm
y'all
talking
do.
about this show. We can figure out the other weeks. This coming one. I don't want us to miss. I feel like our review shows are really good, and sometimes we miss the opportunity because we don't link or whatever. I kind of feel like we're giving something that other people are not giving because we're very honest, and other
Fridays,
people.
Fridays is going to be tough for my football guy here.
no, it's fine. We can do some pre-show production. As long as the farmers, I got to work. So
It seems
that
like Quentin's the problem.
yeah, he is.
No, no, Keisha, the issue is not Friday. Friday is not the issue. My availability is basically open right now. It's that I know once that week, basically, most people consider the weekend, but that's when all three of us start. Is Friday, Saturday. Like
Yeah,
our weekends are the beginning of our weeks, so we could always figure out what.
but I'm just concerned about the first show. I feel like we can figure out the rest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can
Yeah,
figure
we'll
out the
figure
rest.
something out. But I don't know about being available between 3 and 5, Keisha. Like I said, I don't know what time I'm gonna be
I
getting
mean,
off
I
work.
got some things to do. I might be able to give y'all till 7:30.
There you go. That's fine. But
Okay,
listen, I
you
think
trying to
we
put
gotta.
all my business in the street?
No, we ain't putting no business in the street. I think we gotta enjoy this, right? Because you got that writers and actors strike. You just don't know when other stuff gonna come back. So that's the
And
good thing
and and
about
and,
this.
and Dwayne, one thing
That's the
about them
good thing about
strikes,
16 episodes.
you strike don't mean you're gonna come back to a gig
Right.
because this thing is about money. This one thing that this strike, um, nobody wins except the creators that know how to create stuff on their own, the content creators, and who I would now consider social engineers. But these actors and these people that are making these shows, a lot of them might not be able to come back from this. People's projects who got green lighted may get the stop sign because the funding's not there. Because everybody's gonna be talking about the money's not on the table no more, so we don't have it. So, uh, like you said, let's take these 16 episodes and really be able to enjoy them
And
instead of
let's be excited about what I think is going to be the last season.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's a coming of age story. They had to change it once Jason Mitchell was gone. It really became a coming of age story for Emmitt and these three kids, man. And they couldn't really develop the Emmitt Kev relationship like Brandon and Kev. They tried, but I just don't know about Kevin going out on his own and having his
Yeah,
own place and all that.
yeah. The whole thing with Kevin is as they say, Dwayne, is so much there that you could so much there. What I mean by saying so much there is, I believe that all these actors could be really, really good. Definitely, when you see them in other shows, you be like, "Yo, they got range." But to me, that Jason was the only one that was able to show his range.
Right.
Kevin, where they choose to go could be interesting. Um, so you had all these different girls come in Kevin's life, and it's like, what are y'all
You
doing?
had so much coming Kevin's life. Drugs. He watched. What was the boy name that got killed?
Boogie.
He watched Coogie get killed. Cat. Then Brandon got killed. Then his father died. His mother is in the same sex relationship.
His sister got missing.
His sister got missing and raped. He has
Right.
been through so much
And got pregnant during it.
and got pregnant. Kevin is the one I just don't feel like they flesh it out or do much with it.
Then they had him hitting the bottle. Remember they had him in the bottle?
Yeah.
And you thought they were going to go down that road where he was going to have a battle with addiction, and then it's like he just cut it off and just said he's a gamer again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see, and we'll try to do something early Friday
Yeah.
and go from there. But any final thoughts, you guys?
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm excited, and I'm gonna keep this optimism till they show me otherwise.
Keisha?
I'm excited to rip it apart. I'm sure I'm gonna have to rip it apart.
I'm giving out tens this year.
I'm
I'm gonna go on camera and give you the side eye.
I'll be honest. I'm very excited because I know that Friday basically marks a very, very busy time for what I and you guys are trying to do. So I know it's like the beginning, because as they always say, it comes fast, and it's basically for me the end of summer because it's shy, because it's going to get busy with these shows, with football season. It's going to be really busy, and it comes very fast. Next thing you know, we're going to be talking about is spring.
You
So
sound like Ferris Bueller.
I'm looking forward to what to expect and what's going on.
Yeah.
With
Anybody
that,
in the chat got any thoughts?
no thoughts in the chat.
Okay.
With that, take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Good night.